What is the most effective method of managing nuclear waste?
How does post-traumatic stress affect emergency service workers?
How can I use a drone for crop mapping?
How to develop a basketball-specific athletic and explosiveness training program.
To what extent does the Australian accent and language vary across the country?
To what extent have the modern media portrayals of Anzac reflected the true nature of what happened at Gallipoli? Really find something you're passionate about and do that.
You do have to have a really good question, but then you can still tweak it a little bit throughout your research.
I would say students to make sure to have primary resources available before they decide on a topic.
How is the future prospect of the hydrogen fuel cell vehicle industry affected by different factors?
To what extent does gender stereotyping impact males and girls?
What extent are the differences between the Australian education system and the Japanese education system, and how that reflects their society and their culture?
I was going to email a bunch of people, just find as many primary sources as I could.
Interviewing people from either Australian schools, Japanese schools, students, teachers.
Pretty quickly realised that because it's such a new field that I was looking into, there were not a lot of options available for that.
I actually had a face-to-face interview through Skype.
A lot of planning.
It was exciting because he was like the advisor to the president.
Every week I would just do that.
To what extent does card games, and in particular Magic the Gathering, improve critical thinking?
I did a newspaper report because my research project topic was a big argument in the media.
Play the game for over a period of months, testing their before and after skills.
And I also formulated sub-questions to help me answer my main questions so that it wasn't a monotonous process of just answering one question.
Start early. It definitely takes you longer than you think to really knuckle down and form the perfect question.
I certainly learnt to be more of a self-directed learner.
So I think that's a very useful skill, especially when I'm going into uni. I'll have to be doing a lot of independent tasks.
Get everything done as soon as you can, like especially the research, so you can get onto your outcome and like make it the best as you possibly can.
Really enjoy doing it. It's quite good fun.
I feel like I've done so much better this year than I would have if I hadn't done it.